Hello everyone. Today I will be showing you part 2 of the Diabetes Database project. Today I will be discussing a little information about A1C levels and why they are important, along with showing how to compare levels between male and female patients that have A1C levels greater than 6.4. First things first, what are A1C levels and why do they matter? According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases Health Information Center, or NIDDK, they state that this test is known as the hemoglobin A1C, the HbA1c, glycated hemoglobin, or glycohemoglobin test. This is because hemoglobin, the red blood cell part, carries oxygen to the cells. This test is able to measure blood glucose levels over a 3-month period. This is due to glucose attaching or binding to hemoglobin. Results of this test is reported as a percentage, so the higher the percentage, the higher your blood glucose levels have been. According to the CDC, an average A1C level is below 5.7%, which is considered normal. Prediabetes is 5.7% to 6.4%, and diabetes is considered 6.5% or above. So in the last video, I talked about the database that I had generated, which is shown here. So in order to compare A1C levels between the male and female patients from the 20 that I had generated, I created a patient table, which is located here. This table contains all the relevant information that is needed for this exercise, such as patient identification number, first name, last name, sex, age, birth date, weight, and A1C level. So in order to fulfill this requirement, I wrote a subquery in order to obtain the relevant information. So first things first, we need to select all from the patient table in order to set us up for the remaining part. So as you can see, if we run the query down here, everything's fine and there are no errors. And 20 patients are returned. So after selecting all and running the query, everything comes up and there are no errors, like I stated. Next, we want to add the parameters that we are going to be looking for. So what we do next is we select first name, last name, sex, and A1C levels from patients where A1C levels are greater than 6.4. This will make sure that we are only receiving the data from the patients who are actually diabetic. And like I said, anything above a 6.4, so 6.5 or higher, is considered diabetic. So that is the cutoff. So now we're going to run the query. So as you can see, we wound up with all of the patients that are greater than 6.4, so 6.5 and higher. So once we get our patients, we can then click this button here, and it will then rearrange the data so that both sexes are grouped together. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patients. 5 of the patients are female, and 4 happen to be male. Now, this isn't an indication of anything, so there's really no significance to it. This is just how I generated the data. I randomly gave patients A1C levels to just kind of keep it as randomized as possible. And this is what the result was. So thank you for watching, and I will be back for part 3.